Bonafides and YouTube otherwise. It's me, Cmeantit, and I'm back. I'm back with another video, and if you're in here, you're good to go. Hey, Bonafides and YouTube otherwise. It's me, Cmeantit, and I'm back. Hey, I'm back with another video. This one is entitled Dear Lizzo, okay? This is definitely just a heart-to-heart it can't be a conversation because she's not in here, but this is just something that I personally want to say to Lizzo as I watch her go through go through her career. I was watching Lizzo on Instagram for years, okay? And at least a year or two before anybody else was really when she was on a main platform. And I remember I kept trying to put her name in, Lizzo Beaten, because I didn't see that it was saying Lizzo be eating. I thought it was Lizzo beating. And I'll be having trouble finding it until I realized like, oh, she said she be eating. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so I used to get on there. So I remember coming on here and telling y'all about her. I was like, oh, it is this heavyset Black girl who is just really eclectic in her style. She plays the flute dynamically, and integrates that into her whole her artistic flavor. And I really like her. I like the things she's talking about, like how confident and boisterous she is. And I really, really like that about her. You know what I'm saying? Me not being a small woman at all. I don't care what it looked like right now. It just got like this and it be up and down all the time. Y'all know, okay? So, and coming from everyone in my family being big and raising a young girl who was heavy all the way until she was about 13 years old, okay? And so I want you to know that my opinion comes from not looking on into Lizzo's life, but having lived Lizzo's life in many different capacities. Not Lizzo's specific life, but her life as a big Black woman, and me also raising a big Black little girl and being descendants and trying to not take on some of the hereditary traits of big Black women in my family. You see what I'm saying to you? Just because I don't want that for me. Okay. So right now, Lizzo is going through a lot of things. She's come to us as if she's a big, flamboyant, fun, party, sensible, but party, big girl, big Black girl, artist and stuff like that. And has really blown up the scene. You know what I'm saying? We like her music. It's fun. It's jovial. We watch her on Instagram in different places and stuff like that. And she's really become a champion for heavyset women. You know what I'm saying? Of being confident and being bold, not being afraid of your body. She even says she's for the body confidence, for big women to have body confidence, not just big Black women, but just big women, period, to body positivity, right? And I've always, when I first started watching her, I would hear that, but I've always had to question. Good morning, Miss Bridget. I had to question, Lizzo, does promoting body positivity mean that you have to be, butt naked most of the time that we see you, and your butt turned to the screen and twerking most of the time that we see you? You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand how that went along with so much of it went along with body positivity. You see what I'm saying? And I started to get a little turned off. I personally do not want to see anybody's butt turned to a TV every time, or to the screen every time I look at them, no matter what type of media that they're on. And I don't believe that this sexually free woman trope that's being put out there, or this body positivity, meaning being okay naked all the time, or just being wild with showing your body all the time, or super open with showing your body all the time, is a necessary thing for body positivity. I just don't think that, okay? And I feel like it's giving the wrong message. Well, I watched Lizzo's interview that she did. And she said and I watched her live where she was crying. And although we're upset that she's crying, we don't want anyone to feel bad. She keeps saying, I don't care. That's a lie. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be talking about it, and you surely wouldn't be crying about it. Okay. And we're not going to make her feel bad about crying. But if you really didn't care, if you really didn't take anybody's comments as anything to hurt you, then you wouldn't be talking about them. You wouldn't want them to cease. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know? And I just in my mind, I just feel like the way that she's going about her cause that she says is not the right way. You cannot sit up there and say, I'm through, I don't care, and be crying. And you can't say, I'm for body positivity and and I want, it to be, common for heavier set people to get jobs in the music industry and to be able to dance and, be more accepted, right? But and you should respect my cause and respect this cause, but then you're seeing that what you're doing isn't getting the respect so much that you're coming on screen and crying and complaining about what you're getting back. So anyone who does a project has to have a level of flexibility to, if things do not work out exactly as you had pre-planned, that you kind of can oscillate and change and have a flexibility to keep moving on in your cause or with your project, but to garner a better result or a better receiving from the people that you're trying to serve. You know what I'm saying? So my problem is, if you see that over the last 3 years at least, people are like, okay, girl, now you and the twerking every time we see you even going out in public. Like, she was doing a video the other day when she was at a public park with kids around with a thong booty exposed. Okay. I understand that the pools and stuff like that we see thong bikinis and stuff like that, and there's kids around and stuff like that. But see, that when you go to places like that, those are the expectations. You know what goes on in different places like that, so you can decide if you're going to your kid. She was literally at a park with a playground, going around shaking her booty, doing a booty, and then you really couldn't even tell it was a thong, but one quick second, it almost looked like her whole butt was out. But I know she ain't crazy enough to go out there like butt naked without a thong, so she could say, well, I had a thong on as a bathing suit. You know what I'm saying? Because she, don't nobody want no charges like that. So it's like, you want to be a spectacle, but then when people spectate, you cry and you get upset. And I don't like that. I feel like what you could be doing with this, you are settling for the easy way out. Baby, body positivity for heavy set people or people who have trouble with their weight, may not be as big as some, but are still considered big and plus size. That's gonna take more. Baby, you doing your booty and twerking and being half naked most of the time we see you, don't do nothing for me feeling better about my body at all. Body positivity is a mental thing. What are you doing for the mental part of that? Okay. In the mental studies and the mental health care part of body positivity for heavy set people. Okay. A lot of the heavy set comes from the eating as well. Most of it. Okay. And that's a mental daily trial, is stopping yourself from eating. Okay. Overeating, to the point of morbid obesity or just health problems, obesity. What are you doing for that? I'm guaranteeing you, Lizzo, that twerk is not doing nothing for that. I guarantee you there's not enough exercise and getting on Instagram and twerking for a minute and a half to help anybody with any of that. And that, not even saying like help has to be, you have to do exercise. But I'm saying, oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I saw this screen go out. I'm saying that this whole just be yourself movement, I'm all the way here for it. But also, in some of these different ways that people are being themselves, there's a lot of things going on there's a lot of things that need to be done than just them seeing themselves on TV. It needs to be those who have those platforms doing things that really matter and really can bring forth that platform or that stance that you're taking on your platform. Body positivity for everyone, accepting all body forms and stuff like that. The twerking is not going to do nothing to make people accept themselves and other folks to be accepting of their body type, Miss Girl, at all. Then another thing is, I raised a little chunky fat girl, little chunky dark skinned beautiful little girl, okay? And I think when I see Lizzo, who reminds me we're in her cheeks and even in her teeth before I got my baby's braces done. Brooklyn's teeth was kind of like that too, right? And just the cute, and her hair is cute. And Brooklyn has all that curly hair you can't never see because it's always behind a wig, okay, or some kind of wig. But she has it and had it for real back then when I used to take care of it. It used to be out all the time. And I said, man, my baby would have totally loved to see a big, pretty Lizzo down in some videos with some other little chunky black girls doing little things. Oh, this black girl can hula hoop. Oh, this black girl, she can play the flute. Oh, this black girl, she does tennis. Oh, this black girl, she's being a scientist, and have that in a music video, you know what I'm saying? And showing that type of stuff, and her being known to be being an ambassador to these young girls in the elementary, the junior high, and the high school, even like the grown-up girls who are out here, trying to figure out, how do I make myself in this society that only, loves thin and European style of beauty and all that stuff like that. That's the type of stuff that when you work, that's the work that could be done. That's the work that could be done, Lizzo. Because I guarantee you, if my baby was still 10 and 11 years old and crying because she was chunky, and I'm down in the JC Penney's and the Macy's for back to school, and we both laying up in the dressing room crying because we can't find nothing to put on. We don't know how to dress that stomach, that barrel chest and that stomach. We didn't know how to dress it, and all them clothes is all thin from these Asian countries. They thin in the stuff that's like real thin, and so when it comes across something tight, it starts looking all white. Come across a tight stomach or some little titty bombs up here, and it's all tight and looking all crazy, and all that, and the child knows she's looking crazy, she's looking crazy, but where else can you go to help them? I'm not here for it, Lizzo. I'm not gonna play with you no more. I know you are a black woman, and I uplift you when you're doing right, but I don't have a problem correct you when you're doing wrong. That you twerking would have done nothing for my daughter's self-confidence. Point blank, period. You twerking, we don't even see the flute no more. Do y'all see the flute? You twerking, you be half naked all the time. You doing some of the stunts that you do. I know it wouldn't have helped nothing for all them tears. My daughter would have still been crying. She still would have been feeling low because she was thick. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, you have to do the necessary work, not the easy, not the most spectacular, but not the most what do you call it? Clicks and views, like to get the clicks and the views in type of work, okay? You got to do the necessary work. You got to do the hard work. You got to do the mind work. And you're not doing it. And then you have the audacity to be out there and lie and say, it don't hurt you. That's teaching kids the wrong thing, because see, when you acknowledge pain, then you learn how to work it and twerk it for you. You know what I'm saying? Really twerk it, okay? So for you sit up there and crying and saying, oh, I'm not hurt, I don't care, I don't even a bit more care about what they're saying, but you're crying. You're teaching these kids and these heavy-set people, and people are going through, issues that with them being big and not being accepted. Hey, India. Hey, Southern girl. Sorry, I didn't say hey, Southern girl. You're teaching them to lie to themselves. And that's not healthy either. She was all over the place in that damn interview. That interview was all over the place. It was wish, it was wash, it was this, it was that. And I was like, you know what? Lizzo, you're not, at the end of the day, you're not doing the work, okay? Come on, member. Thank you, Francois. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the Bonafide family. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hey, Miss Bridget Ducksworth said, I swear I get the body positivity thing. I just don't understand the over-the-top antics, and it has nothing to do with her being a big girl. It's just overkill. Yes, her tail being to the camera for me is overkill. Okay, it's too much. Y'all remember when them Dove commercials start coming out? Baby, I was a cool, see that now I done been 230, okay? And I done been 220. And I'd have been 165 in my adult years. I'm talking about after college. Okay. I'd have been from 165 to 230. Okay. At 5'7" tall, 5'7" feet tall, 5'7", 5 feet 7 inches tall. Okay. I have. So I've run the gambit of size 12 to size 20. Okay. So 10 to 20. So let me just say this. When I was heavier, okay, I'm still a big girl. Uh, when I was heavier, I remember maybe 10 years ago when all this attention to now we need to start doing stuff for heavy set people because America's getting, heavier. People ain't gonna stop this fast food runs and stuff like that. And there's more, it's less time in the day for people. Oh my gosh, Andrew, I thought we had beef. Andrew, will you please email me so I can talk to you? It's at properladytv@gmail.com. Okay. Good to see you. And thank you for listening to me at work, Miss Francois. So what was so crazy is I remember when this stuff all started, and it was all like, yeah, we need to start focusing on bigger people. We can get some money because if we start making the bigger people's clothes and trendy clothes and stuff like that, we can get money off of, get some more money, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's starting to get bigger. We can, get bigger shoes up in here and make bigger shoes more accessible, or we can get some more money. Okay, please today. Okay. All right. So, if we start showing that big can be beautiful and that we like to clean big, you know what I'm saying? We like to style big and all that. We can make some more money. Okay. And I remember them Dove commercials where the ladies were in their panties and their bra and they were talking about how soft their skin was and stuff. And I was like, this is monumental. It was good. It was like, oh my gosh, we're seeing this on TV. And they weren't being raunchy or doing anything like that. They weren't doing anything raunchy or anything risque. They were just sitting there being women and kind of looking at their bodies and hanging on the next girl, like we all in this together. And I was like, okay, like I'm here for it. Like I'm here to see it. Now I ain't here, but then it started getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? It started getting to where it was just like, I can't be big and presentable. Big and presentable don't mean you got a whole like sheet on, but big and then wearing stuff that obviously is not cut for you. Now, I told this girl that I know here about that I don't understand all this string bikinis and string you wear a size double J and you got a triangle bikini on, half the breast is hanging out. And it's like, but she feels good about it. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they really feel good about it. I think they've been told that made them feel good about it. They know that it's not fitting and it's not making them and wait. They've been told that this you should be able to wear it. But every time I see it, I don't know about y'all, every time I see stuff like that, I see a lot of tugging, pulling, and uncomfortability trying to fit what society said you should be able to do, but they don't even believe in it in their damn self. Okay. And that's real. And when I look at Lizzo, I feel like she's another one who perpetuates that raunchy mess, that big, raunchy, wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? So since when is being positive about yourself and still loving yourself big, still loving yourself outside of the norm, whatever that is for you, mean be raunchy or looking over sexual or promoting your body so much. Like can't you have body positivity and not just everything about your naked self be on display? You know what I'm saying? Everything about your naked self be on display. I just don't understand, y'all. I just don't understand. And I think that Lizzo doesn't make any sense. And let me tell you something, baby. I'm sick of Meg the Stallion twerking every time I see her. Okay, I'm sick of her, girl, when she did some splits or something. No, that was some other girl. It was some other girl letting us know that she could do the splits, and then she percolated in the splits. It's like, girl, what else is out? Like, why is all of this out here? I'm talking about skinnier women than Lizzo. I just think that's not it for anyone. And for Lizzo to be saying body positivity is her goal, then she would never let a nigga see her cry. Ever. She would never cry. She would never complain about what they were saying. She would always be positive about what she did. And whatever they was talking about, she would be positive in it. Now, wouldn't she? So now that we're looking at this, hey, Virginia Redbone. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now that we see that you really ain't body positive, because if you thought that shit was nice when you were doing your video, if you thought, you being with that man and was kicking it with him and then you got through with him and woo, 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 whatever the reason why you got through with him was cool and was what you want to do, you wouldn't be answering no questions. You wouldn't be taking in no interviews asking you how you feeling about none of this stuff, because everybody would already know how you feeling. Everybody would already know she with it. You know what I'm saying? And anything we say is not going to change it because she's positive about what she's doing. She's for it herself. Yes. And always naked. Girl, when Meg puts on a ball gown and goes places, I'd be so interested in those pictures. Like, oh yes, girl, what? How it's fitting on her. Because more often than not, us that have those type of bodies and stuff like that, which I don't have a Meg body. Now, the thing about it is I could have a Meg body. I really could if I would have never played around these last 5 years. It would have been on. I can show you pictures. Okay? But I can show you pictures. But for those who could have some body and some body, we really just want to have clothes on that accentuates that. We ain't really trying to be naked in our day. We can't be naked in our day. We can't go to work with the nakedness. We can't go to PTA with the nakedness. Now, some folks do, but most of us ain't gonna do it. We ain't going to Walmart with the nakedness and put the bonnet on. Some of them ain't going to Walmart, but we can't go to Walmart with the nakedness and stuff like that. So we ain't even looking at you to have that on, Meg. And what's the girl name? Lizzo. We trying to see how you wearing clothes that us real ladies is out here wearing, how you putting it together. See, that's the challenge. Okay? That's the challenge. Yo, baby, yo. Okay? That's the challenge that y'all are not meeting up with. Okay? We want to see how you dress going to the ball, going to the beach, working in the yard, going shopping, okay, doing your interviews. We want to see that type of stuff, the type of stuff we do. Miss Girl. But back to Lizzo and my clothes. Lizzo, what you say you're trying to do, it don't even match up with your actions. Your actions don't even look, that ain't the work that needs to be done for what you say you're trying to do. Body positivity does not mean being okay to be naked all the time. You know what I'm saying? Body positivity doesn't mean putting your naked, to be positive about your body does not mean, I can put my booty on Instagram and twerk it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not body. I don't even think that's what you're going for when you say body positivity. So why are you acting like you doing it and folks being like, nah, girl, is working against your goal of body positivity? You know what I'm saying? Hey, honey love. How is that working against your goal of body positivity? I don't get it. It ain't even the real work that needs to be done. And you ain't even like, you ain't even touching, you ain't even touching the crowd. Cause I know my baby wouldn't be watching you if she was young. You ain't even touching the crowd that needs to grow into being positive about their body. The one that is starting it for us that got older, that they're in the spot right now that when we got older, we wish we had already connected the dots and made ourselves feel good about different things like that and took care of our health enough, even that if we're not thin, that we're still more healthy. You know what I'm saying? And then at least we know that we don't have to hide. You know, that young tender age, baby, that 7 to about 17, 18, baby boo. That's where you need to be at, Lizzo. That's where you need to be at. And I'm not talking about necessarily in your I'm not saying necessarily in your music all the time. Do you need to be in that area? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying in your visibility, in your work, in your charge ahead for your program, or you know, your stance that you're taking, your platform that you're taking, you're making. That's where you need to be, Lizzo. You need to go back to that little girl and you felt like, oh, everybody looks like this because it's nowadays it's more big kids. But I believe with Lizzo when you was young, it was more smaller kids. I know when I was coming up, it was big. I don't even remember nobody being too big. Okay, unless they were in special ed. There's one girl I do remember in special ed that's real big. Okay, wait a minute. By junior high, I did see some big girls. I did start seeing big girls. Okay, and you know what they had on? Dickie suits. Trying to cover it up. And see, that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about so that folks wouldn't talk about them. You know what they did? They were bullies. And start that, girl, you need to tap into what you already know, baby, and make it do what it do. Because, baby, you could not only have this goddamn music stuff on lock, baby, you can have all kind of commercials, speaking engagements, baby. I mean, I'm sure you still speak in some places and stuff like that, but I'm talking about big time. I'm not just talking about the black stuff either. I'm talking about all around. You could turn it all the way even off of being a big body positivity. You could be talking about body positivity with people with prosthetics, people with one eye closed, you know, whatever, girl. Like, you need to think way bigger than doing hot girl summer bull crap on Instagram. I want you to think bigger, dear Lizzo. Oh, think bigger, Lizzo. You got it, girl. You can think way bigger. I'm here for it. Because this mess that you're doing right here, it don't even go together. It don't match. Nothing is lining up. It doesn't. You are showing that you being big is a problem for you on the inside and that you present a facade. So you are encouraging people to live fake. Okay? Come on. She said anything real doesn't have to be pronounced all the time. I know that's right. So y'all, this is all I had to say. This is just a little lunchtime lyric that I would like to talk. I want to talk about. When I come back for late, loud, and loquacious, we can continue conversation on this Lizzo topic. She probably did another video or another interview anyway, right? Shoot. She said Taylor Swift doesn't show a tenth of the skin and makes 10 times more than Lizzo and Meg combined. Okay. So that's what I had to say, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Please have a good rest of your day. And if I can make it, I'm studying tonight, but if I can make it, I will come back tonight for Late, Loud, and Loquacious. Please meet me there. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And if you're catching my replay and you're the replay gang, hit me up in the replay. Y'all know I'll be commenting and coming back with y'all and stuff like that. So remember what I always say. They may not buy in, but we will look on. And when we look on, we're going to come and we're going to talk about it too. Because we're looking at you doing all that daggone twerking and we're scrolling on because that ain't the real work, Lizzo. That is not the real work. All right. See you later. Bye.